Hello, Mr. Ed here. Today is March 31st. Wow, end of March. And as you can tell, I'm in one of the buildings here at the Abbey Honey House. We're in the building that we keep the kettle in. And so if I'm in this building where the kettle is, that can only mean one thing. We're going to be rendering some more beeswax. But this video is one I've been wanting to make for a while. We're actually going to be taking this block of wax and we're going to be rendering it down. It's already been rendered 2 times already, so it's really clean already. And it's that one that's got the pinkish tone to it. And if you want to see the video that I shot when I rendered this block of wax right here, along with another 170, 180 pounds of it, I'll put that link in the description of the video. But for now, we're going to just focus on what we're going to do with this block of wax. And what we're going to do with this block of wax is we're going to render it down one more time, turn it into liquid, and then we're going to start putting it into a mold so that we can then take the little bricks that come out of the mold, bring them over to Monksoap, where they're going to make hand lotion bars from it. And it's a really cool process. My part is going to actually be rendering this stuff down, getting into the bricks, and then bringing it over to Monksoap. And then when we're over there, then I'll show, I don't know which monk is going to be making the hand bars, but one of them is, and we'll video that whole episode of how they make the hand lotions for the soaps and for the gift shop here at St. Joseph Abbey. So by the grace of God, we could get this stuff done, rendered down, put it into little bricks, head it over to the Monksoap, and they're going to turn it into hand bar lotion. Let's wrangle, huh? Woo! All right, let's check and see. The kettle ought to be ready, at least the water. Yeah, there you go. Our water's just about boiling. It's boiling already, so. Now all we're going to do is take our block of wax and we're going to set it in the kettle. Let me give you a shot of that. Looks pretty slick. Now you'll notice the water that I have in the bottom. I put maybe about 1.5 gallons of water inside of that. And the reason I put the water in there is for any heavy particles that are in the wax, they'll float down, not float down, they'll sink down to the bottom of that water and we'll drain that stuff off, and that way our wax is going to be all pure. So there it is, our block of wax in the kettle, and we'll come back. I don't know, we'll check in about 20 minutes to see what stage we are until we get it all liquefied. So we'll check back in a little bit. Only been 15 minutes, but let's see what we're looking like. Look at that, in 15 minutes, look how much has already melted. Man, oh man. Let's see how big our chunk is. Oh yeah, we still have lots to go in here. But it's getting smaller. We'll give it about another 15 minutes. Yeah, we're melting wax. Another 10 minutes, maybe 12. Past, let's see what we're looking like. Oh, a lot less in there. I still see a block. Let's see. Not much left of it, huh? That's really good. Probably another 5 or so minutes. I could actually just keep rubbing this block of wax onto the kettle right there and melt it down to nothing, but we're going to go ahead and let the water do the work for us. Our block of wax is all melted. The water temperature never really, it never boiled, so we know it didn't hit over 200 degrees, but it probably never even hit over 160 degrees either. So it took just over half an hour to melt that block, and now we're getting ready to drain the water out of it and capture the wax, just the pure wax. Let's go ahead and do that right now. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to open up my spigot right here. And when I open the spigot, because wax is lighter than water, it floats on top of the water. So when I open the spigot, what's going to come out initially is going to be just water. And it'll have a little bit of debris in it. But for the most part, it's just going to be clean water. Well, I don't know how clean it is, but it'll be water. And what I'm looking for is that color change, from that color of just the watercolor to when I start getting a little bit of wax to come through. And when I see that wax coming through, that means all of our water inside the tank has been drained out, and our wax is going to follow right behind that. So at that point, that's when I turn the spigot off, and then I'm going to catch that wax in a pitcher. Let's go ahead and do that right now. So it's just clear water right now. And I'm looking for a color change. I also know how much water I had in this bucket, so I got an idea of how much water I should get out of here. I'm now at the point of how much water. Now we can start seeing that wax come out. You see that color change? And now that's all wax right there. So now all of our water has been drained out. And all that's left in the kettle now is wax. So now we're getting ready to catch this wax and pour it into our molds. Now for that, I'm just going to use a little aluminum pitcher, and I'm going to fill up the pitcher with wax. And now I got to show you what we're going to be pouring this into. Now here are the little molds that I'm going to be pouring our wax into. And I've done this before and weighed these little bricks that come out of here. And they weigh almost 3 ounces. So we're going to go ahead and fill all these up, let them cool, and I'm going to show you what they look like when they cool. There you go. I'll pour it out. We'll let it cool off, and probably this afternoon come back and we'll pop them out of the molds and see what they look like. So we'll check back with this in a couple hours. So our little bricks is pretty cool. It's been about 2 hours, a little over 2 hours actually. Let's go ahead and pop some of these things out, see what they look like. They just pop right out. Look at that. That is so nice. Yeah, that one, this one, it came out of this one, look, had all that water in it, so the wax just sat right on top of it. I don't really know what this material is made of. I think it's silicone, something with silicone. But anyway, I do know that the product is called Silica Art. And you see how easy those little wax bricks pop right out of this stuff. I don't spray this with anything. It's just pour the hot wax in and pop it out. So I'm going to go ahead and do it one more time, remelt it, and pour these things one more time, and I'll show you what we got afterwards. And here's what we wound up pulling out of those molds, all that wax right there. So the next step is to bring these over to Monksoap, and I think it's going to be Brother Austin who's going to be doing this, but it may be another monk. Bring these over there and see if we can get us to show him how they make the handbar lotions. Let's head over to Monksoap and see what these monks are going to be doing. Oh, look, we got Valen and Kay.
Well, we're gonna get Balin on the video. Balin likes to roll in the dust. This is the Abbott's donkey. Oh yeah, we're gonna get a good one here. He is gonna have a good time right here. Pretty soon he's gonna have a good time. There he goes. Nothing like a good roll in the dirt. There goes Balin. And so let's go over to the Monksoap and see what they're doing over there. We're gonna walk down on the street side of it here. And as we walk over on this way, we'll pass in front of the bakery. They're not baking anything right now. They bake on Mondays and Thursdays. This is the cat house. This is where the monk comes and feeds the cats right back here. Let's see if they got any bees yet. They got some bees on the water trough right here. Look at that, huh? This is one of their watering spots around here. You can see them all lined up on the, right on the edge of that water. And even up on the fountain up here, they got them. Yeah, so the bees come get the water from over here. All right, that's the bakery right there. Yeah, let's stick. Might be open. Might see what's in there. Nah, he's got it locked. Baked bread on Mondays and Thursdays. There's the casket shop. Oh, some vehicles off. This building right here. This is where they make monk sweets. Some kind of chocolate stuff. They sell that stuff in the gift shop as well. And that building right there. That's where we're heading right now. Yeah, you see the name of it? Monksoap. Let's go in and see what the monks are up to. They got it locked. They got the monks got the door locked. Look, there he is. He's right there. That's Brother Austin.
I don't know. Welcome to Monksoap.
Hey, brother.
Hello.
I'm sorry I'm late. I was detained.
It's okay. It gave us time to prepare.
Good, good. So let's go ahead and start, huh? All right, we coming into this room, right?
Yes.
This is where we're gonna do it.
This is where we're working.
And this is novice Philip right here, and again Brother Austin right here. Brother Austin, you're in charge of Monksoap?
I am.
All right.
With the help of Deacon Mark.
So what are we gonna do in here?
We are going to make lotion bars and something I don't have an example to show you. We're gonna make beard balm.
Beard
balm.
Oh.
Yes.
Is that for you? Do you
that's for now.
highly endorse that?
Oh. I do.
I've used it also when my beard was kind of long. So we're gonna get started?
Yes.
All right. So please, could you tell us how we're gonna make this beautiful looking hand bar lotion?
Okay. First, we are going to take Abbey Honey Beeswax that was so graciously given to us by Jeff and all the Abbey Honey bees. And we have already graded the amount we're going to use.
How much is it, do you know?
I do.
In those bricks, how much?
This weighs about 2.5 ounces each one. So we'll take this and we'll melt it down. And then from there we will add shea butter and melt that down. And then we'll add coconut oil, melt that down. And then we'll add our fragrance.
And what's the fragrance?
Honey.
Huh?
Yes.
All right. So
and then after that, we will pour our lotion bar mix into one of those molds that Novice Philip is cleaning.
So
Show them a little.
yeah, so what are you doing with the cleaning? What's important about that part?
Well, the last person who made lotion bars sort of dripped a little bit around and just want to clean it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so your job, Philip, what is it?
Scrape out all the little pieces of the old lotion bar so that the new ones have nice crisp edges.
Okay, all right. So they're just going to get poured right into those.
That's right.
Into molds, which is the same thing that I did, poured in the wax into the molds at the honey hut.
That's right.
All right, so I will melt this and we'll come back after it's melted.
All right, Brother Austin. So while we're waiting for that wax to melt, could you give us like just a brief tour of what's going on in this room right here?
Sure.
What is this room?
So, this is the room where the soap dries. Well, first of all, where we cut the soap on that machine made by St. Joseph Woodworks.
Yeah, Joe Gerald.
And so we cut it, it dries, and then it gets wrapped. And from...
How long did it dry?
We let it dry for about 2 weeks before we wrap it.
So how often do y'all make the soap?
We make soap about 5 days a week, 4 or 5 days a week, yeah.
And how many flavors of soap?
There are, I think, about 14.
14.
Yeah.
Wow. And so is this like a normal stock, what you have right in here right now?
This is about normal.
Because I know you have this shelf over here, there's a couple over there, and then there's some.
This morning.
Yeah, so these
So
are the
that's-
ones y'all wrapped this morning?
Yes. So that's, I mean, an order could come in tomorrow and these shelves could be half empty. So we have to stay on top of wrapping.
5 days a week.
Sure.
5 days a week.
I'll give you an example. So after the soap is made, we put it in one of these molds. Comes out.
A lot of plastic in there.
A lot, yeah.
So what's the secret information you're writing right there?
That is the date. So I'm about to cut it. This is the date that is being cut and my initials. So that if something happens, be it comes out cut very crooked and we can't sell it, I'll know who to talk to. So we put it here.
Oh, that's pretty slick.
And then it goes through here. So this is piano wire, and it's just gonna. So Jeff, after one of your days of being out wrangling bees, you could always use one of these big bars.
Yeah,
But for the normal person,
use it all up.
for the normal person, we'll cut it again. And then just reach. And then we take them out.
Oh, and this is where now they're going to dry.
They're going to dry on this board, yes.
Too bad everybody can't smell how good it smells in here. Because this is awesome smell in here.
And then we put it on the shelf to dry.
And you have to put your little card on that?
Then have to put the label. But I think without the label, most of us in here can figure out what's what.
Yeah.
And then that's it. It dries, and we wrap it, and then hopefully someone watching this video will buy some.
Order some online.
Yeah.
Huh? Good. Well, we're gonna have to put the link to to the ordering some Monksoap online or some nice hand lotion bars.
Yeah.
All right. So is our stuff ready yet?
I think it is. Let's go check on it. To this melted wax, we are going to add the coconut oil. Very carefully, so that wax doesn't.
Splatter.
Yes.
So it's like about 140 degrees, 150 degrees.
I don't know. It's hot though.
It's liquid. That's all you need to know, right?
Exactly.
So it looks like you're actually going to prepare some kind of meal. Everything is pre-measured and
Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, now I will melt this, and then we'll come back and add something else.
Okay.
So we have beeswax and coconut oil melted.
Okay.
And the last thing we're going to melt is the shea butter.
What is shea butter? You don't know?
Shea butter?
It doesn't look like something you want to spread on a piece of bread.
No, shea butter is really good for the skin.
Ah.
I couldn't tell you about the shea plant or the plant that it comes from, but
Do you put any of that in the Monksoap?
absolutely. Yes.
Oh.
All the ingredients of the soap, the shea butter, the coconut oil, the soy, the rice bran oil, the olive oil, all of them have a particular property that's beneficial for the skin. And so shea butter has some good property that it's good to be in soap and good to be in lotion bars. It's hydrating and it also moisturizes.
Yeah, we like moisturizing.
Absolutely.
So we're going to melt that now?
We will melt this and then we'll be back. So now we have the beeswax, the coconut oil, and the shea butter. All three have been melted. And the last thing we add is our fragrance. So
Honey. But it's not real honey. Where are we? What do we stand at now, brother?
everything is melted and mixed and it's ready to pour into the mold. So let's see if I can do a better job than the last person who made it and not spill any.
So do you weigh it?
Yes. Perfect.
And so each bar weighs what?
It should weigh 1.1 ounce.
So all of our hand bar lotions are poured, and you can see they're already cooling off and hardening up. These down here are really changing colors. Now here is our finished hand lotion bars. These things are beautiful. And they package them into the same tins that the beard balm goes in, but they used to package them in this one right here where the V was showing. He's told me that they're going to actually go back to these things, but right now they put them in the metal tins. So if you're interested in buying some nice hand bar lotions or some beard balm, the Abbey gift shop is online, and you can buy all these things online from St. Joseph Abbey. Look, we just set out. This is the lotion bar that this is the old style, which I really love because you see the B, and that's the new style. So that was the process of taking the wax from the bees, rendering it down to the big block, into the little bricks, from the little bricks into the hand bar lotion, as well as the beard balm. So it's a pretty interesting process, and couldn't do it without these guys. So thanks for watching.
Keep on watching.
We'll be making more.
God bless. Mr. Ed,
Novice Phil.
Brother Austin.
we're out into the next video. Thank y'all.
Bye-bye.